So my name's James Harvey. I'm the executive CTO for Cisco's FSO business in EMEA. And I used to sit where you guys are sitting. So I've been a customer on the other side for 25 years of my career. I know I look younger than I really am. In investment banking, oil and gas, and retail. And I've bought this platform and I've bought these technologies multiple times before. So I really want to sort of share some of my learnings with you. Now, does it? Oh, it still works, good. On my way to the presentation today, I was having a think about what I wanted to talk about and how I was going to deliver this message. I interacted with probably 30 or 40 different applications on my tablet and on my mobile phone. Software is eating the world. We've all heard that quote before. But think about it. As you came here today, you were probably interacting with family, friends, banks, looking at pictures and all the rest of it. Everything that we do in business, no matter whether we're selling a barrel of oil, we're selling a banking product, we're providing a civic service, all revolves around software. Now, I want you to think of Cisco somewhat differently. Yes, we are the world's leading network company, hardware, telephony, and all the rest of it. But what people don't realize is that we've had a massive shift across the software. We're the 6th largest software business on the planet, and we contribute over 47% of open source code to the industry. Now, going back to applications, think about the businesses that you run and that you're responsible for. Those applications are key to delivering the outcomes that your business cares about. And if they don't work, your customers will go elsewhere, be that an internal customer or an internal customer. And you need to be able to provide that service the same as Uber, Google, and others do. And again, as I said, it doesn't matter whether you're talking retail, trading, development, whatever. It has to work first time. You get one shot to get this right. And it's the experience that creates that value. And if you don't have that, these customers are going to disappear, and it's going to be a detrimental effect to your P&L. So, one thing about digital transformation and continuous change is that complexity is growing. It's not getting simpler. We have far more products in the market. We have far more technologies, more hyperscalers, Kubernetes, 3-tier monolithic applications, containerized microservices. Your stacks are getting more and more complex. Now, what we've done at Cisco is we've built a platform that enables you to put your arm around the complex, map your business outcome through your application stack all the way down to the lowest line of code. We monitor everything, but we don't want to talk about monitoring because you've all probably got plenty of monitoring tools. We want to talk about observability. So I think you'll all agree the complexity is growing, it's getting faster and faster. Now, what's the difference between monitoring and observability? Well, monitoring is monitoring, right? Whether you've got disk monitoring, software monitoring, code monitoring. If you can't bring that together end to end across a transaction journey, a business journey, or a technical journey, it's pointless. You can't see the wood for the trees. And the platform that we offer actually does that. It maps your business outcome through your application stack and all the way down to the lowest line of code. And that doesn't matter whether you're talking about an SAP journey, you're talking about an infrastructure journey, network, etc. So we've built a multi-dimensional approach called full stack observability, picking up your business data, your application data, infrastructure data, security data, network data, and really important, the user experience. Oh, go back one. And the way we do this is we've built 3 pillars within the platform called visibility, insight, and action. So visibility is the way we absorb and consume data, be that through our agents, through open telemetry, through open source, and we can consume data from anywhere. So again, with this platform, you don't have to be a Cisco house. This is agnostic to Cisco, something as an ex-customer I was really trying to drive, because none of you out there want to be tied into massive deals with companies long term. You want consumption-based models that enable you to turn things on and off as you transform, right? So once we've taken all that data into the platform, the insight capability is where our machine learning and artificial intelligence sits. And we take that data and we push that back and make real-time sense of what you're doing, both from a business and a technology point of view. Once we've got that, and you can actually start seeing what this data is doing, we push that out through orchestration to drive automated or manual actions through NetOps, DevOps, SecOps, etc. And there are multiple use cases which we'll get onto in a second, be that incident, workload, cost optimization. One of the other speakers there from Toyota was talking about her process around 5 clicks to root cause. We need to have a conversation because this will proactively take P1s and P2s out of your enterprise and will give you the ability to remove those processes. Believe me, as I said, I've deployed this in a large oil and gas company and also in a retailer. So, what does this focus on? Well, real-time insights. Focus on what matters. Focus on... Hello? Oh, we're back. Focus on what matters. So revenue, user experience, risk, costs. Minimize tool sprawl. When I deployed this technology, I took out underutilized infrastructure. I rationalized my application base. I identified workloads I could move to the hyperscaler programs that we were running. I was able to get rid of things like ITIL in favor of CI/CD, and also get rid of all those change advisory boards whereby I could have people changing code reactively, and I could see the impact to the outcome through synthetics. Big change, right? And breaking down those silos, bringing that business, organization, and technology together. So many CIOs I speak to are trying to move technology into the business and not have that separation like there has been before. So, the design principles around what we did here. We built something that was open, extensible, scalable, and flexible to enable our customers to be able to move around their enterprise with ease so that they had a capability that matched their own strategies. Now, the architecture is pretty much built around 8 key use cases. But I think anybody that can, if you can read obviously what's up there, I think anybody that reads each of those use cases will understand there's multiple use cases beneath them. And as I said, having deployed this myself, I can think of probably 160, if not more, on top. So what this platform is giving you is that business impact, that business risk, business experience, and business operations all in one place. Now, we speak a lot about application performance monitoring, and that is only one part of what this platform does. It brings together network and internet monitoring, application security and action, user digital experience, and application resource optimization, as well as multi-clouds across the hyperscalers, so AWS, Azure, and OpenShift, GCP as well. And this is all built primarily on an extensible platform around MELT, so metrics, events, logs, and traces, with the ability to ingest from anywhere, right? So not tied into agents, not tied into removing other products and tools you might be using. But this is an extensible platform. And we just announced a few things at Cisco Live in the US. One is a complete shift in the way we deliver the tech through this unified data platform, which, as I said, is agnostic to Cisco, but obviously has native integrations with other elements of what you've probably already bought from Cisco, and also, through our integrated partner program, multiple other tools that are in your arsenal as well. You can see how this architecture can be deployed across any enterprise, no matter the state of the maturity that you're in on your digital transformation. And the idea is, what we've done is we've decided to bring some of our commercial SaaS and our cloud native offerings together into what we're calling cloud native, Cisco cloud native application observability, as well as the digital experience monitor into that extensible platform. And we're currently building out further applications to add more value to what you saw AppDynamics and Thousand Eyes deliver in the past. So again, bringing more and more features and functions as we go through R&D, we go through M&A, and this is the best part. This is the part I really, really like. This is the open extensibility of our ecosystem. So what we've decided to do is build a platform that gives power back to you guys. Now, that's a complete change away from how Cisco's always operated in the past, right? And as an ex-customer, one thing that used to really frustrate me is when I was overpromised and underdelivered to. And I was spending a lot of money from an ARR perspective on particular tools that I couldn't see the value, or I couldn't see innovation coming through in the roadmap. So not only has Cisco addressed that with multiple changes internally, but we've decided to open this up to our partners. So we've now selected 5 or 6 key partners that are building applications that will fit into this extensible platform. And we've picked some of our larger customers, and this is going to change, we're going to open it up to more and more, that where they've started to move away from service integrators to SRE and DevOps and starting to do IT to themselves again, moving away from that older service delivery model, we're allowing their SRE and DevOps communities to build applications to put onto that platform. Now, the great thing about this is also creating that FSO marketplace, whereby you as a customer can either buy from Cisco, from our partner, or develop your own applications and actually drive a revenue stream with other people on the platform. So we've moved from having an APM product to an observability platform to an entire ecosystem, and in my view, we will own the market in this. So I think that gives the extensibility back to the industry, to our customers, and to people working in that space. Now, this, as I said, it doesn't have to be built on Cisco. You can be a Palo Alto customer. You can be whatever you like. You can use whatever tools you like. This is bringing everything back into one space so that you can make better business decisions. You can identify things that you want to change and improve. As I said, when I deployed this, I took out underutilized infrastructure. I took out the ITIL processes. I closed data centers. I had a sustainability play against this. I managed my cost spend in the hyperscalers. I rationalized my application stack. I re-platformed some applications, turned some off. For me, the only thing I cared about was understanding a couple of things. One is getting true observability into what I was doing. I thought I knew what I was doing. This platform told me there was lots of hidden costs and lots of things that I didn't know what I was doing, and we fixed that. So getting observability, really, really key. Being able to consolidate what you don't need, simplifying your environment as the tech stack itself gets more complex. Transformation. Continuous change. That unfortunately doesn't change. It keeps going. I don't like the term digital transformation. I prefer continuous change because I think it's a bit derogatory to think of people starting on a digital transformation. We're always transforming, right? It's continuous. It doesn't change. And then for me, the other is automation. Making sure you can automate whatever you can. And you want to be able to do that in a secure way. One of the things that we've recently announced, not only the CNOW and the CDEM capability within the extensible platform sort of architecture I'm showing you there in the previous slide, is we brought to market something called BRO, Business Risk Observability. So with Cisco Secure App, with Talos, Kenna, and Panoptica coming together, products within the ecosystem of Cisco, we've created a business risk observability capability, which enables you to map back not to your business outcome when something goes wrong. So for example, if you had, I don't know, critical patches on a particular type of code and or with a particular hyperscaler or whatever it might be, we can actually map that out for you to the business journey across the tech stack, however complex that may be, external, internal, and give you a risk score associated with how that is going to impact your business, right? I don't think anybody else is doing that at the speed and scale that we have. So bringing that all together gives you that capability to build that overarching visibility, observability into your enterprise, allowing you to make those better decisions, allowing you to make those key decisions and running your business properly, bringing the business and IT together. It's almost, taking that outside-in approach. Now, not many people think of Cisco as a software business. Not many people think of Cisco as a transformation business. You can imagine sometimes when I'm talking to CIOs and you know, we're doing a transformation piece of work, I can be sitting alongside the likes of McKinsey, Accenture, and things like that, and they say, James, where are you from? And I say, Cisco, and they sort of look and they scratch their heads and they say, you guys sell switches and routers. No, we do, and we do it very well. But this is where we've had to pivot on that business. The infrastructure market's changing, infrastructure as code, a lot more people building and making their own hardware. We needed to make sure we had a play in the market that actually delivers what our customers want. And that is all about giving that observability and delivering those 5 things. Because you guys don't care whether it has Cisco, Microsoft, or anything else on the box, right? You should care about the solution and the business outcome. And this is our play to build that the other way around. So rather than talking to you from a network perspective up, we're going to understand your business and build you solutions across the ecosystem and connect it all together. And we're not going to tell you have to be Cisco, and we're not going to tell you what you have to turn off. You choose. We're also not going to tie you in for multiple longevity of deals. We want to give you that consumption-based capability with the ability to move pricing around our enterprise agreements. So in the old days, if you bought a Cisco switch and then you bought a bit of, I don't know, Thousand Eyes or AppDynamics, and you hadn't utilized all your licenses, you'd then have to go and buy more for something else. You can now switch those around, saving you money. So I'm around for most of the day. We have a booth out the back where we've got some sales engineers and some of our sales teams that will take you through some of the more intricate component parts. One of my colleagues is on the DevOps stage talking about some of the developments and some of the dependencies and also the native bringing together of the different capabilities. So please go and have a listen to that. He's far more interesting than I am. But this really, for me, is a game changer in the industry. As I said, I've been with Cisco 5 years. I've had multiple opportunities to jump back into industry. This, for me, is really exciting. And it's giving you guys back the power to understand your businesses better, to do those 5 things. Get the observability, to consolidate, to simplify, to transform, and automate in a secure way without being tied into one vendor. Please go and have a look. If you want me to answer any questions, I'm happy to do so. A couple of other stats. We're probably now in 18 of the world's top 20 banks, multiple oil and gas businesses, retail businesses. APM has moved on. It's all about observability. I guess one last thing I'll leave you, I've been told to be really careful with the timing, is before you buy something, look at everything. Red line, look at the differentiators. You look at things like Gartner and Forrester. Look at them, take them as a guide, but go and look at the technologies. I think you'll be surprised at things that don't get picked up. And as I said, we're willing to work with any of you on your transformation journeys and share our experiences of that maturity, that scale that we're seeing. We spoke briefly about, in one of the previous talks, we spoke briefly about the uptake of the cloud and that sort of transformation. With the hybrid work piece, I think not everybody's moving to the cloud, right? So we've got to be able to build platforms and capability where you can deliver these services on-prem. If you look at the geopolitical, the macro and microeconomic environments of the world today, regulatory issues, especially in banking and some of the government air gap pieces, people want this capability, but in their own data centers, in their own private clouds, not public clouds. So again, these things that I'm talking about are available to customers in that space as well. So again, I can't talk more passionately about this. I mean, I've been key to actually pushing this and developing things through from APM through to observability. Please go and have a look at the stage next door. Listen to my colleague talk about some of the real deep technical stuff. Any questions, I'm around, as I said, all day on the booth. And that's it from me. I think you'll agree. Great platform.